I got a couple XRP stories that I'd like to share with you. We're also gonna call out a massive hopium dealer out there. That's right, and the best part is we're gonna use Deaton as our ammunition to fight back. So buckle up, kiddos, because this one's gonna get interesting. And what does the whiteboard say today? Be yourself, don't change for others. Started off with your comments, both good and bad, because I don't live in an echo chamber like a bunch of other creators out there. J Flairman 8843 says her name is pronounced Edie. You wouldn't know it unless you listen to her. I don't watch her content, so yeah. And my name is Klaus, and my middle name, while part of my first name, is butchered all the time, so trust me, I get it. Royal Moon 8291 says, thanks Klaus, appreciate your content. I appreciate all of you. International Econ says, I'm a Democrat myself and I can't for the life of me figure out why Dems seem to be anti-crypto. Doesn't make logical sense for a progressive party to be a roadblock of the future of money. Honestly, everyone, it wasn't a political issue 2 years ago, and I don't really know what changed it other than now it's totally a partisan issue. What bothers me is you're exactly right. Crypto can fix a lot of things that the Democrats have been talking about, but now they've really become entrenched with the idea that crypto is negative. Let's expose some losers. And yes, everyone, we're going to use Deaton as ammo. So for those of you out there that simp on Deaton, you're going to love this. Crypto Assets Guy, one of the biggest opium dealers in the market, says Ripple's having a huge celebration September 29. I honestly believe something good will be announced that day. Maybe the settlement with the SEC. What are your thoughts on this XRP fam? First of all, this guy is just what everyone... an engagement farmer, posting all sorts of bullshit and garbage just to make money off of clicks and views, where I bring the news both good and bad, and honestly, I don't grow as fast as the channel. Why? Because hopium sells better, but I at least can sleep better with myself at night. But I wanted to share this with you with Deaton. I have zero insider information. With that said, let me tell you that at the Ripple proper party, there won't be an announcement of a settlement. There won't be an announcement of an IPO either. So for those of you about to go in the comments and roast me and light me on fire saying I'm negative, I hope to God you're doing it with Deaton too, because he's coming out and saying this. Who approves an IPO? That's right, the SEC. The SEC isn't going to approve an IPO when they're seeking a permanent injunction against Ripple related to future institutional sales of XRP. Oh my gosh, everyone. And you know Crypto Assets Guy follows Deaton. Like, anyone that's big into XRP follows Deaton. So for this guy to be posting such bullshit like this is what really pisses me off. And this is what really sets those expectations super high that don't get met, and then the price goes down. Pump and dump pre-party, right? Buy the rumor, sell the news. Now, what's really cool, though, is you all are starting to catch on to this. Coin Merchant says, wouldn't think a settlement after the way Alderati talks about him. Reckon an IPO is NASDAQ. Nothing will happen. Deaton weighed in on it. Expectations lead to disappointment. Don't get your hopes up. Oh, but then, see, you do have some people here saying IPO. You guys know. No, the SEC is the one that approves the IPO. So why would they approve an IPO if they're going after primary sales, past and future, trying to wreck it completely? That makes no sense. This scumbag is just the engagement farmer. XRP falls 46% from highs. A Kaiko report reveals key factors. All right, now I got to share this with you because we talked about Korean exchanges pumping up XRP. But now what if I told you that's just the opposite? One striking revelation was the excessive selling pressure on Upbit, a dominant South Korean cryptocurrency exchange where XRP orders accounted for 55% of the total volume in August. Yes, sell orders, and one of the biggest pushers of XRP was 55% in August. This is noteworthy because Upbit's trading volume of XRP is amongst the highest globally. Now, we know Coinbase had some total buy action, but it wasn't enough to erase the sell pressure. So think about this. The Korean exchanges were the ones that have been pumping XRP here over the last several months. But then when the news comes out regarding Torres and the SEC, they go into sell mode, buy the rumor, sell the news. Dude, the Koreans have figured it out. In sharp contrast, Coinbase, a major U.S. exchange, experienced a buying spree. Nevertheless, Coinbase market share for XRP trades was insufficient to counterbalance the weighty selling activities on Upbit and other international platforms like OKX and Binance. Isn't that crazy? So all this time, those Korean exchanges that were creating all these pumps, right? Once the news comes out regarding the SEC, they're like, yo, we're going to dump it on you. So as the U.S. market swings to start buying, the Korean market is like, F you, girlfriend, we're going to use you for exit liquidity. How messed up is that? And as always, any article you see in this video and all my other ones will be linked in the description below. Now, got to share a story with you because a lot of the FUD monsters out there are going to roll with this. And there's some details here that, honestly, I wouldn't be too concerned about, but I still need to share with you so that you feel informed. Ripple files lawsuit against UK money transfer service. Ripple Labs Singapore, the Singapore unit of Ripple Inc., filed a lawsuit against GCC Exchange, an entity behind a popular foreign exchange and money transfer app. Per the lawsuit, the exchange allegedly failed to pay for the transfer of XRP liquidity made by the Singapore-based firm. The volume of transfer in question is 13.8 million euros or $14.9 million. Ripple alleges that GCC Exchange failed to pay invoices for over 40,000 transfers of XRP units or bundles that it successfully withdrew from the framework of a supply deal. As such, platform and fund trading exchange and money remittances broke the deal scored between the two. Wow. That's bad. Now, why they didn't pay, hey, who knows? But money is still money. And I get it. There's going to be people out there say, oh, they got so much money, it doesn't matter. Yeah, but if you lose 14 million here, 10 million here, 5 million here, 2 million here, 20 million here, and people start screwing you over with stuff, those little bits add up to something really, really big and significant. So I wanted to share this with you, that Ripple Labs is even going on the offensive, trying to collect where they can, when they can, because they're owed and deserve that money. So be very careful out there, because I guarantee you, you're going to hear some people talking about, oh, Ripple Labs is suing. They're desperate of money. It's not that it's desperate of money, but you need to show people out there, do not fuck with me. We will go after you. It doesn't matter how big we are. It doesn't matter how much money we have in your coffers. If you owe us, we will come after you. Now, the whiteboard behind me says, be yourself, don't change for others. That's because there's been quite a few people posting that they don't like my style. But that's my style, everyone, and that's how I do it. I bring news both good and bad. Now, when it's obviously a bear market, right, it's probably going to be more bad news dominant than good. I'm not going to feed you with hopium. But when we get in the bull market, you know what's going to happen? Guarantee you the majority of the stories that I share with you are going to be positive ones. That's what news is, and that's how news works. You give people both sides. You give people relevant information. I'm not sitting out there like who everyone, crypto assets guy, saying, hey, there's going to be a settlement or maybe some IPO action. Come on. Deaton weighed in on this. Alderati's weighed in on it. A bunch of people have weighed in on this saying it's crap. But yet those content creators out there are using you for likes and engagement, and I find that wrong. That's why I'm going to keep calling them out. Now, haven't you noticed, though, a bunch of creators out there have started changing their tone and reeling in their bullish hopium bullshit? Yeah, it's because you're fed up with it. And guess what? I will gladly be your voice on here. I will gladly take the abuse. And I know that I lose a lot of subs. I lose a lot of views. I lose a lot of super chat support because I'm not out there touting $40,000 XRP buyback, XRP IPO news, XRP settlement news. No, and I get it. My channel will grow slower than others, and trust me, I see my counterparts out there growing faster because they're feeding hopium. But I don't believe that's right, and I don't think that's fair to you. You deserve the news, both good and bad, and you deserve it as frequently as possible. So that's why I'm here. No, I'm not going to change for others. No, I'm not going to chase money and sell my soul for it. I like looking at what I see in the mirror. And you know what? You should like looking at what you see in the mirror too. Thank you very much for the support of this channel. I greatly appreciate it. And you know what? I'm okay with growing slow because I read the comments and I reply to a whole bunch of them. And I like the comments that I read. And I like you all. And I really like the bonds that we've started creating in this channel, and I'm getting to know a bunch of you. So with that being said, I wanted to say thank you yet one more time. And don't worry, I won't change. I'll keep bringing the news, both good and bad.